Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm your host, Jessica Williams. It's time to get this party started. Literally, we are kicking off today's show learning all about the Michiana Wine Festival, which I learned that Michiana means Michigan and Indiana, that region combined. This festival is on April 29th, and today we're doing a preview wine tasting. They brought in some fun flavors for me to try, so we're gonna have a lot of fun. Then we are rolling into Wealth Wednesday with Foster Financial and learning all about savings I-bonds, which is an easy investment for everyone, so you don't want to miss this topic. And later we are getting our workout on with OPS Fitness. Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
The 7th annual Michiana Wine Festival is coming to Fort Wayne at the end of this month, and I'm so excited to talk to Nicole Thomas, who is the co-director. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so this sounds like a really fun event full of wine. Who doesn't love wine?
Right. It's one heck of a fun day for sure.
Yeah, so tell us about the wine festival.
Absolutely. So this year we have 17 Indiana wineries. So when you purchase your ticket, you come in, we'll give you a wine glass, and you take that to the wineries, you show it to them, and they'll pour you samples. Most wineries have between 2 to 4 samples. So, you know, you've got your work cut out for you if you want to get all of those tried. We also have food trucks so that you can keep your belly full,
Yes.
a spring craft market, and live music.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
So it's a whole day of really great tastings and, of course, just enjoying this weather that's outside. Like, I'm loving it so much. Okay, and you brought in some wines today. So we're going to kind of talk about it, taste a little bit as we learn more about the festival. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect.
Okay, great. So let's start with the white. What white wine did you bring in today?
So this is Windsor Wald Winery, one of a festival favorite, and they this is their pumpkin spice, and it's pretty delicious.
Spice. All right, pumpkin spice wine.
I know.
Ooh, you have fun flavors. Okay,
They
so we'll do a
do.
little bit there. And that, so where do you, so you say these are all locally?
Yes, they're all within Indiana.
With all within Indiana. Okay, got to give a little swirl. Yes.
That's right. I'm going to take
Proper.
a big sniff and then
Sniff.
swallow.
Yes. Okay, so. Ooh.
Got a little spice to that.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good.
That is fun.
Doesn't even really taste like wine, right?
Yes.
So good. I could drink the entire bottle. And Windsor Wald is a favorite. So they, when they can't make it to the festival, people are heartbroken. So we're so happy to have them back.
So are they known for these like fun flavors?
Yeah, they have several different flavors. They're all kind of German based, and they're just amazing.
That is fun. I'm loving it already. So tell me about, how has it been each year? You say 7th annual. You guys change it up in what you offer?
Yeah, you know, it's kind of evolved over the years for sure. So a few years ago, we added a very VIP, which is 2 hours early entry. So you pretty much have the festival to yourself. We have a catered hors d'oeuvres from a club soda. And it's just kind of like an outdoor, very VIP lounge where you can kind of hang out and just have your own space. So we added that a few years ago. And then we have, you know, regular VIP, and then we have general admission. And we try to keep it the same, but also change it up a little bit so that it's not stale. And the best part is that different wineries come all the time, so it really is a different festival every year.
It is. Okay, I'm loving it. Okay, what's our next option in the middle?
So this is from Holt Camp Winery. They're all the way down by Cincinnati.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. And so, you know, one of the reasons that I love this festival is we save you the trip to 17 wineries. There could be a lot of driving, right? And so I think this is their watermelon wine. And I know. It's
Another fun flavor.
And this is a fun summer flavor for sure.
Yes, okay, so we gotta get a little swirl.
Swirl.
Give a nice little. Ooh, this is going to be delightful, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a little sweetness.
I like it. It
Got
does.
that
It has a little sweetness, but it's not as sweet as like a Moscato or Riesling.
And it's definitely not as overwhelmingly watermelon. You've got a little hint of watermelon, but you can still taste that wine through it. Here, this one was very pumpkin-y, right?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
And so
it
this
hit you
one,
with that spice.
definitely. So this one was a little different, and that's also the fun of it because with 17 wineries, 3 or 4 different samples at each one, you're going to be able to find a wine that you love, hopefully lots of them.
Right.
And you can buy wine by the glass or by the bottle at the festival to drink there. You know, they'll pop it open for you. You can go grab a spot at the park, put your blanket down, enjoy some of the sun. Or you can purchase bottles to take home, have those sent to the wine pickup tent, and then on your way out, just pick up all your purchases. We try to make it really easy for you.
Yes, that's awesome. And so what type of food can people expect out there? You said there'll be food trucks. Who will you have?
So we have Who Cut the Cheese. That's a festival favorite. We have some barbecue trucks. So we have Bravas, which if you're aware, their food truck is actually kind of going into hibernation and only coming out for events.
Oh.
So it's kind of maybe,
yeah.
So you've definitely, if you want to get some Brava Snoop Dogs, you got to come out to the festival. But just a wide variety.
Okay, that is awesome. So we have pumpkin spice, a little watermelon, and then what is our last wine here?
Right, our last wine is Hooker Corner Winery.
Okay.
And this is a sweet raspberry mango.
Oh.
Yeah, so we've got all the flavors today.
Right. A little bit there.
Now, Indiana state grape, I didn't bring any Traminette, is the Traminette grape. So one of my recommendations, there's 90 to 100 wineries in Indiana, and all of them will have a Traminette. So go and try them and see how each individual, because what we're doing today is we're trying a lot of different flavors.
Right.
It's really fun to go and try the same flavor or flavor of grape at every winery that makes it and see how each one kind of puts their imprint on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
All
fun.
right, so we're
Okay,
going to
give
do
it a
some
little
raspberry
swirl.
mango.
Ooh, I can smell that raspberry. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. This would taste great with some chocolate, a brownie, one of those cupcakes.
See, okay. This one here is so great because you get those punches of the fruit, but it's not sweet.
Exactly. So this is great for a
like
semi-sweet
this.
lover. It's not so dry like a cab or anything like that. This is middle of the road. And I like it too. It's very, very smooth going down, and it's just got that punch of flavor. You can smell and taste those raspberries.
Yes, I love it. And I love the smell. Like to me, the aroma of the wine just really opens it up and lets you kind of get a sneak peek of what you're going to get.
Absolutely, and that's why you should take a deep breath or take a deep smell while you're actually tasting as well. So you get both the smell and the taste at the same time.
Yes.
Amazing.
So amazing. So share with me about some of the music that will be out there. You said live music people can enjoy as they sit out in the park.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a festival stage sponsored by Fort Financial. And we have 3 musicians throughout the day. We have Adam Strack, a fan favorite. We have a new musician this year named Josh Ayers. So he's taking the stage for the first time. And then closing the show is Sunny Taylor. She's one of Fort Wayne's favorites. And it's just a really fun way to, you know, there's some people who love to just go, 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 go.
Right.
And there's others who just really want to come in, grab a couple of bottles of wine, sit back and relax and enjoy it in downtown Fort Wayne. So it's whatever you'd like to make it. The festival's there for you to do it.
Awesome. Well, tell us the date and time and location.
Yes, so it is April 29th. That's a Saturday. It is from 1 to 5 p.m. at Headwaters Park downtown. And we're not in the pavilion, guys. This is outside, so it's rain or shine. Our little slogan is, we wine, rain or shine.
Oh, I like it. That's so cute.
Get your get your rain boots, you know, whatever that may be. Dress for the weather, wear comfortable shoes, and come out and have a great day of fun. Tickets are $30 for general admission. And again, that gets you samples at every winery, into the free music. You can check out the spring craft market, which I think is amazing. Who doesn't love to sip and shot?
Okay. Well, sounds like a really great day and a perfect way to end April.
You've got that right.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing.
Yes,
I
of course.
appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If you would like more information about the Michiana Wine Festival, we'll have their website listed below so that you can get your tickets. We'll be right back.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome to Wealth Wednesday. As you know, each week we come together to give you financial tips for your financial success. And joining me today is Caleb Doan, the Vice President at Foster Financial. Hi, Caleb.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes, so good to see you. And today we're going to talk about savings bonds, okay? I love this because bonds are kind of mysterious in ways, so I'm glad that you'll be able to break it down for us. So let's start off. What is a savings bond?
Yeah, Yeah, great question. So, I mean, this is something that has just blown up in popularity, I'd say starting in 2022. So, I mean, at Foster Financial, prior to 2022, we probably got about 0 questions over the last 10 years about them.
Really?
And then in 2022, just dozens of people asking about them. And that's because they have to do with inflation. And so, I mean, when inflation hits a 40-year high, that's when these start getting really, really popular. And so they're linked to inflation, and they're a U.S. Treasury. So, I mean, they're issued by the United States government, which means they're a very conservative type of bond to purchase.
Okay. And so bonds in general, can you just kind of explain the difference? Because I know we're used to CDs or IRAs and other investment products, stocks we talked about before, but what are bonds exactly?
Yeah. So I guess the quick explanation of bonds would be they're actually a debt instrument. And so you are basically the creditor, and the person who takes your, let's say, $1,000 is actually in debt to you. And so let's say with a bond, you give somebody $1,000, and then there's a set period of time, and at that set period of time, they have to give you the $1,000 back plus interest. And so they operate very similar to CDs, and so bonds are a similar kind of fixed income type investment.
Okay. And why is it so important right now that people learn about it and really consider it as an option?
Yeah. So the reason they've gotten so popular is because the savings I bonds are specifically linked to the inflation measure, so the consumer price index. And so when inflation is really high, the interest rate that these Series I savings bonds pay is really high as well. And so last year they got really popular because the interest rate topped 9%, which was crazy.
Really?
On something,
Wow.
like a treasury. People had almost never seen that before. It had been a really long time since they've seen that before.
Yeah.
So people were saying, wow, the stock market's going down, and you're telling me I can get 9% on a CD from the government, or savings I bond from the government?
Right.
And so that's when it got really popular. Now, inflation has come down a little bit since then. And so right now, if people purchase savings I bonds, and you do this direct through the government, so it's like treasurydirect.gov that people can purchase these at. And the interest rate right now is 6.89%.
Okay.
And so what happens is that interest rate is actually recalculated every 6 months based on what inflation is doing. And so the next recalculation happens on April 30th. So I mean at the end of this month.
Yes.
And so if people want to lock in that 6.89% interest rate, they have to get it before April 30th, and then they're guaranteed that interest rate for 6 months.
Okay, for the 6 months, because I was going to ask if it's variable and people can actually take advantage of the changes. So I'm sure that there are a lot of rules, standards. I have a lot of questions. Okay, so what qualifies someone for this type of bond, and kind of break down some of the features and rules?
Yeah, absolutely. So it seems like anything issued by the government has so many rules attached to it, of course. So one of them is that each taxpayer is only allowed up to $10,000 of savings I bonds each calendar year. And so if this is somebody's first time buying them this year, they can purchase $10,000, and each spouse could purchase this. Every single taxpayer gets it. You can buy it in as low of increments as $25. So I mean, you could even put just $25 in these if you wanted to. So I mean, that's kind of the key piece. You're guaranteed that interest rate for 6 months. At the end of that 6 months, the savings I bond will automatically start accruing the new interest rate based on the new inflation measure.
Okay.
And then there are some other kind of unique rules based on how long people need to actually have it invested in the market before they take it out. It's a lot to dive into, and it's kind of custom to the person. So if people have any questions specifically on that, we're always happy to chat with them over the phone as well.
Okay, what is the minimum amount of time?
So the minimum amount of time is 1 year.
Okay.
And so you could have it in as little as 1 year and pull it out.
And then you essentially will get 2 different interest rates as they change in that 6-month increment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So basically, if somebody purchased one today, they would get that 6.89% interest for 6 months, and then we'll actually find out, on April 30th of this month, what the new interest rate would be for the next 6 months. And so even if you lock it in on the last day, you get the interest rate for the full 6 months, and then at the next 6 months is when you would get the following interest rate. So certainly a good option. And even though inflation's come down, I mean, it's not come down, to the 2% target level that they want. And so it'll likely still be a pretty attractive interest rate even after April 30th.
It is, and that's so cool that the minimum amount is $25.
Right.
I feel like why doesn't everyone have an I savings bond? Where can I sign up today? Like, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if so are there any other requirements though? I know you said that the max is 10,000, but is that it? Do you have to have a certain type of account? Do you have to have a retirement plan? Do you have to be a certain age to take advantage of this bond?
Really all ages, as long as you're, a U.S. taxpayer, have a social security number, basically it's like treasurydirect.gov. You would go in, create an account, you have to put in your name, typically your driver's license, social security number, stuff like that.
Right.
That allows you to create an account, and then if you have $25, sitting in the bank, you could have it start getting, 6.89% interest. And
Yes.
so it's a pretty simple process to set up, and so a lot of people have been taking advantage of it.
And that interest, does it accrue monthly?
That's a good question. I think typically it's semi-annually that
Okay.
it accrues, and I think that kind of has to do with the fact that they change the interest rate every 6 months,
Right.
and so I think it's at the end of the 6 months that interest is generally credited to the account.
To the account,
Yeah.
okay. Wow, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank
For
you.
sharing that new information with us. We appreciate it,
Yeah,
Caleb.
absolutely.
And if you would like more information about your financial planning, tips, or advice, you can contact Foster Financial. They offer complimentary consultations. And we'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Welcome back. We are continuing to give you fitness tips and workouts you can do at home in under 6 minutes. And joining me today is Lauren from OPS Fitness, and she's a personal trainer. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, thanks for having me today.
Yes, welcome. I'm really excited about what you're going to show me today. I see you have some bands in your hands.
I did bring some equipment with me.
Okay, awesome. Well, let's get started.
All right, so I'm gonna give you this one.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a couple different things. You can buy these bands anywhere, actually, so
Okay.
they're super cheap. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put it around your toes, actually.
Oh, okay.
So you're gonna put it in the middle of your foot. You're gonna start with your feet kind of a little wide. You're gonna bend those legs, hips back, and we're just gonna take little steps sideways. Yep, perfect. Try to keep that tension on the band the whole time, and then we'll go back the other direction. Working on the sides of those hips. Very nice, perfect. Good.
Right.
And then we're just gonna leave the band there. So next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna stand nice and tall, shoulders back, squeeze the core, and we're just gonna march up and down. So bring one foot up and then the other, kind of drive that toe up to the ceiling. Perfect. Good. Let's do a couple more on each side. Good, and squeeze the glutes as you go.
Okay.
And last one. Perfect.
And it seems like the higher you go, the more it's like,
Oh yeah,
you
the
can feel it.
resistance there.
I like it. Okay.
Good, now we're gonna take it off
Okay.
and you're gonna actually bring it around your wrists. So we're gonna do a bicep curl and a squat. So combo movement here. So you're gonna, as you go down, you're gonna curl it up.
Okay.
Yep, so perfect. Go down and then stand back up and then keep that tension on the band the whole time. Sit into those heels. Beautiful. In 3, 2, last one. Very nice.
Right.
And then next, we're actually gonna go down to the floor.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep it on our wrists.
Okay.
We're gonna get into that plank position. So tall, high plank. Yep, perfect. Feet should be a little wide. And then you're gonna bring one hand out to the side and then come back in. Really squeezing that core up to your belly button. Trying not to let those hips move. Good. Very nice. And we're gonna do a couple more. Trying to keep that core nice and tight. Good, last one. Perfect. And then we have one more exercise to show you.
Okay.
Feeling that burn now?
Yes.
So this
Feels
last one,
good.
we're actually gonna put the band around our toes again.
Okay.
And it's called a dead bug. So you're gonna be on your back. Knees are gonna be at 90. You can keep your hands on your knees if you want to.
Okay. Let me just remove this. Okay.
Good. And then flex your toes towards yourself, and you're just gonna push one knee down. Lock out that leg, squeeze that core in tight, and then switch sides. Do the other one.
Oh, nice. That's good with this
Yes.
band. Yes.
And squeeze that core in, pull the belly button into your spine. Good. Keep going, breathe. Let's do 2 more on each side. Good. 1, and then Last couple, and good.
Yes.
Very nice.
That was great. I think that was my favorite.
Feel the burn there?
Yes. Awesome. All right, that was so much fun.
I know, right?
Thank
Feeling a
you
good
for
burn,
showing
getting
how
a good
to-
workout.
Yes,
You'll have
and
to buy
so
one.
easy. Yes, and so easy to use. You can kind of take it anywhere. You can do it on your lunch break.
Oh, yeah.
At work. Okay.
Super quick and easy.
And so, Lauren, you teach different classes at OPS Fitness, right?
I do.
Okay, so share with me about what you teach.
So I teach our adult performance class.
Okay.
It's kind of like a functional strength class with a little bit of cardio in it. It's super fun. And then we also offer a bunch of different classes as well. So we have cycle, and then we also have our group X classes, which is heated bar, hot yoga, there's Pilates, there's some HIIT strength classes, a bunch of different stuff.
So what is heated bar?
So you use like a ballet bar, and it's heated, so it's about 100 degrees in the room. Super fun though, and you do a lot of like banded stuff and a lot of like body weights, but you also use a little bit of the weights as well. It's super fun though, a good burn for sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And so the workouts that we did today, about how many reps do you recommend?
Maybe about 8 to 10. If
Okay.
you want to do more, you can always, if you use like a heavier band, you could do that many. And then if you use a lighter band, you could do about 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Kind of just depends. Once you feel that burn, you're like, ooh, I don't know how many more I can do.
Right, yes. Okay, in morning and at night?
You could do it
To
2
see
times a day
results?
if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, we're going to challenge ourselves this year. Thank you so much, Lauren. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yes. If you would like more information about OPS Fitness, you can check out their website. I'll have it listed below, and we'll be right back. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more fun from the show, and you can rewatch episodes on WANE.com. Today, I hope you have a great day. Live a little, laugh a little, smile a little, and I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.